I did not feel like doing a full-blown video today, but I do have a lot of cleaning and random stuff to do around the house. So, you guys are coming with me today, and hopefully I can keep this live and not freak out that it's not like aesthetic enough. Hi. I am in my pajamas. I went to the lake earlier today to run my dogs, and that was super fun. Then gave them a bath, which is like such a process. I have three Doberman Pinschers. One of them, the puppy went pee inside, so let's clean that. There she is now. So cute. Um, Yay! Hi, Drew Elise. Oh my gosh, can you believe I'm live? My mom's a YouTuber, everybody, whoever's seeing this now or in the future, and she's like, go live to get your channel up there. Cause I'm like, this is my dream job is being a YouTuber. So we're gonna get on here and clean, and hopefully this outfit's not tripping on YouTube. I need a snack. Do I drink a Diet Coke? I don't know. I want to, but I need to chill out because that's a lot of caffeine for me. Um, but I do need some sort of snack. So, all reliable here. You know what goes good with this? Cheese. So we'll get some cheese. Oh my gosh, my dog knows what that means. I am so happy today. I'm on medication now. Okay. Who wants cheese? Yeah. Do you want some cheese steak? I'm excited to clean with you guys. Okay. Take a probiotic shot. Why not? Beef jerky, cheese, probiotic shot. Okay. Um, Dishwasher needs to be loaded. Laundry needs to get started though. So probably start laundry first. Okay, you look so cute. Okay, we'll go start the laundry together. Let me bring these up. Got new towels. Honestly, this is a compliment, but it's honestly a question. I love to ask beautiful women, what age do you know that you were objectively beautiful? Yes, new more cleaning. Thank you guys for interacting with my video also. I'm walking up the stairs very carefully because I can't see the stairs and I have a armful of towels. Okay. Thanks for interacting with my video. My loft is crazy because I'm redoing it, so don't look. I'm also redoing my laundry room, which also looks crazy, but I'm excited. So I'm making a video. We'll see if I post a long form. I put peel and stick tile, and those are all going to be black. That's also peel and stick, and then I'm lime washing the walls to be black too. Um, so yeah. But the loft, it got crazy because I put that up, the like wood, And then I'm hanging these to section off the room with black curtains. So let's just air it all out and show you guys. I know, I got really good at it because I did every single cabinet in my kitchen the inside. Okay, so another upgrade, I have 2 king size beds and I put up this stone. Usually there's a bed bridge, but I took it off because I'm washing it. Um, so I always like to start cleaning. Thank you. I know. I really hope it does look great because it's been a lot of money and time, but it's my favorite thing to do, so whatever. Okay, so I always like to start my cleaning day with laundry because I usually have like just washing my bedding alone, Vetiver. Just washing my bedding alone takes all day. So since I have one load of clothes, a load of towels, and all that bedding to wash, I'm like, let me just start this now. Interior designer Dakota. Oh, so Co, to answer your question, what age did I know that I was objectively beautiful? You know what? I had 2 moms growing up who always told me I was the prettiest girl in the world. So, I really believed it. Like, as a little kid, I was like, "Yeah, because 'cause I'm, like, one of the prettiest girls in the world." So, I don't know. Honestly, my mom's kinda gassed me up from a young age, so I was pretty confident when I was a kid. I'm still pretty confident, but it was kind of funny because at some point in my life when I was a kid, I genuinely believed, like, I was one of the prettiest girls in the world, so yeah. Anyway. Okay, so let me switch this over. Of course, I don't have a laundry bag in here. Why would I? Oh, I got this scent beads from Bath and Body Works. Makes your laundry smell so good. I'm gonna drop this off over here. And I'm trying to do a long form video on that loft transformation, but everything just takes time. Like between taking care of the dogs and like life in general and my other projects I have going on around the house, like I've done a lot to this house since just living here since December. So like almost 6 months. And everything just takes time. And whether I'm doing it or I'm hiring someone to do it, it just takes time. So anyhow, I want to make a full length video on that stuff, but sometimes I'll like take footage and I don't get enough and then the lighting sucks and blah blah blah. So we'll see. Okay. Does anybody else put way too many dryer sheets in? Also, I look crazy because I went to the lake. I gave the dogs a bath. I already told you guys that, but I just thought I should reiterate. I'm gonna give you guys a hack if you're not already like a laundry connoisseur. Um, I didn't have a house that was on the water. I wish. But I did live near the beach, but not like right by it. Um, and I rented that place and I lived there for like 2 years. And now I bought a house and I live an hour from the water now. Okay, laundry hack. Oxy powder to get stains out, especially your whites. You put a little bit of oxy powder. And then for when I'm washing my whites, I like to use a powder detergent. So oxy powder and then a tiny bit of powder detergent. You don't need a lot. Then I take scent beads, optional, but worth it if you ask me. But And throw that in there. Not done yet. I take a laundry sanitizer. I love laundry sanitizer, especially if you have animals, just towel bedding, like it's just nice. Put some laundry sanitizer, a little bit of fabric softener again, not a lot. Don't overuse product on your clothes. Then I put it on the white cycle, bright whites. Okay. Now that's gone. So it's like good. We're already in the process. Um Now let's start the dishwasher. I wonder if all the dogs are not on the bed, if I should just strip the bed though. Let's do that. Thanks for yeah, the 6 pull-ups was crazy. Um Hot water cycle. I don't know. I just use the whites. But you know what? If you have stained clothes, I'm pretty sure you want to soak it. If you were like trying to get a stain out right away, you would put it in cold water first. So you try to get it out with cold and then you can put it in hot. But I'm pretty sure hot water might set a stain. I don't know for sure. I'm not like in my I'm not that deep, but I know that if I have a stain on clothes, I will first take cold water to it just to try to get it out. If someone wants to fact check me, I don't actually know if that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, see that one makes sense if the white setting uses cold because it takes stains out. What are you guys doing today? Um I'm trying to get this so that you guys can actually see me. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I've been working out a bunch and it's funny because like I know exercising is good for me, but how it's just so incredibly easy to like not do it some days. But my mom has been wanting to go every day. And when she told me she had the goal of going every day, I was like, I can't not go. Like, my mom had a cardiac dissection last year. It was very traumatic and it sucked. And if she is like willing to go to the gym every day, I'm like, I don't have an excuse. And just going every day the past like 8 days, I think today would be day 9. Um, so good for my mental health. It just I'm one of those people that like I would say like I don't like structure with time. Like I don't want to have a job where I have to show up at a certain time every day no matter what. And that's like my livelihood will depend on that. But obviously, I guess I'm just stating the obvious. When I get to do something that like going to the gym every day, hanging with the dogs every day. I know they're going to wake me up. I'm going to feed them. I'm going to make coffee. Um Stretching, like sitting and stretching is very much like a meditation. Um and so yeah, going to the gym every single day, I'm like I'm actually more likely to get a good night's sleep because I don't know if any of you are like this, but I have it sleep and I have not always had a good relationship. So going to the gym does help a lot. I was already saying how I started an SSRI, so that has helped me a lot too. To be able to like actually enjoy my life because it's like my mental health was really struggling and yeah, so now literally as of like the past week and a half, I've been not having to just be going on this emotional roller coaster every day. Oh, and then like once a week, me and the dogs go and do training and bite work. And then once a week, I take my grandma to church. It's like all these little checkpoints that are like structure are everything to me. Like I just love it. Um, Even doing YouTube, like the daily posting and all that. Glad. Okay, let's see. Side effects. Wait, what did the other one say? Your gains have been crazy. I remember. Yeah, I was only able to do two, barely. Um, 2 pull-ups. Side effects though. So I have bad medicine anxiety. I'm talking about like I don't know if it's like a little bit of OCD or what it is, but like I've always been the type of person that's like, did I just take too much? Like even if I took one Advil, I'm like, did I take 5? Like I'm so weird about taking too much or something. I'm being allergic to something or like I have contamination OCD. Like I can't drink off of a drink that I haven't been watching because I think that there could potentially be like a mind altering thing in there. Like not because of afraid of getting sick. Just like I'm weird about taking anything. Which makes sense because I am a recovering addict. So, um all that to say, I'm prefacing the fact that the side effects that I experienced, I don't almost fully trust myself that they were side effects from the SSRI. Um, because I'm like, maybe that was just from anxiety. And one of them, the main one, so I started sertraline, like Zoloft at 25 milligrams. And the first day that I took it, I was so shaky and scared and weird and just, whoa, okay? So I stopped. I was like, I'm not doing this again. I don't care if it's in my head or not. I don't want to do this. Then my anxiety and mental health got really bad. And I'm like, I have to do something about this. Hey. And so then I just told my psychiatrist, I'm like, look, I don't know what the deal is with me, but I'm too scared to take this, but I need to take it. And she's like, take half. Malachi. This dog just starts barking, but nothing. So then so half of 25 milligrams how I started. I did that for 10 days, had no effects. My stomach felt a little bit weird, and I was going to the bathroom a little bit more often. But that was it. And ever since then, no, not really, except for I just feel so I looked into this. Because I was like, well, I'm a little bit more like hungry. And I've always been like when I'm trying to eat, I have trouble with getting anxiety when I eat. It's like I think my blood sugar or whatever goes up and I get kind of like overwhelmed. So eating when I have anxiety is really hard, which is normal, right? When you're nervous, you don't want to eat. A lot of people anyway. I think that's normal. Um so I noticed though that I was actually hungry and I was like, "Whoa. Normally this would be too overstimulating for me to eat at a time like this." And I was eating more. Not like binging or anything, but I was like, why is that? But I guess your serotonin receptors, a lot of them are in your stomach. So it helps with your appetite. Um, so that's a side effect that's been positive for me because I like to enjoy my food and not be like, oh gosh, I have to eat and want to enjoy it, but I'm gonna have like a panic attack. I'm pretty get to know me. This is like the mental health talk that I didn't know I was about to have. Yeah, I'm a pretty anxious person. So just not having to be so anxious all the time is truly life changing. Okay. I don't like it when the tags fall off that tell me what side is what side. But I'm just gonna go for it this way, I guess. Ugh. I have to change my beddings probably every 4 or 5 days because my dogs just I can't. With the dog hair, it starts to get to be a lot, and I'm definitely not the type of person who's gonna not sleep with my dogs over the dog hair. But you know, okay, so this is not the right way. Ugh. Which I catch a lot of heat over that. In the dog training community that I'm in, like the bite dogs, the dogs that are not training for obedience anyway, it's like the crate is such a tool. And I totally back it. And I pay the price all the time for not making my dog sleep in a crate because they're in my business. They leave a lot of hair. They wake me up whenever they want. If they're sick, they're going to poop right here. So I definitely pay the price, but it's worth it to me because I love having them to sleep by. And I catch a lot of heat for that because you're like supposed to not baby them, I guess, but I can't help myself. I tried with each dog, I tried to have them sleep in a crate, and I just couldn't take it. I was just like, no, they have to sleep by. Oh my gosh. Already. Already. Okay, that's one down. I want to put top sheets on these to hopefully savor the sheets a little bit more. Yeah, medicine anxiety. It's like I hate taking new things. I don't even like to take like herbal things. Yeah, I'm totally with that. Which is crazy, actually, coming from me. Well, there goes the possibility of dog hair not being on the actual sheet that I'm gonna lay on tonight. Um, because I used to do things when I was in addiction that were not conducive to that fear of like, oh gosh, what if something's in this? Like I was not worried about I actually was worried about that and I just like was like, well, it's worth it. Or I don't even know. I just didn't have the wherewithal to even care, I guess. So it's kind of funny when I look at it that way, when it used to be like I'm gonna take over the amount that I shouldn't be taking any. So yeah. So it's funny. Not really that funny actually. Excuse me. One thing about these dogs is they have bed dominance. Another reason you're not supposed to sleep with them, I suppose. They, once they settle in and someone moves them, moves near them, makes it so that they might think that, okay, like, I'm going to be interrupted within my area that I've chosen to lay in. They are mean. Luckily, not to me. Like, they're not gonna like attack me for it, but anybody else, there's no bothering them once they're laying down. And I don't know if this breed is like that or just my dogs, but the baby isn't like that yet. But both of these dogs, as they matured, became more and more bed dominant. Like if they, even if they choose to lay on somebody's lap and they like clearly trust the person, if that person starts fidgeting, they start growling. And they will bite. They won't like latch on and try to kill you, but they will bite. Okay. There's all that. I need to see if I have any comforters clean because it would be nice to make this bed as much as I possibly can until I have everything I need. But I'll just do the pillowcases right now, actually. I think I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 12 pillows, you guys. Let's see what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's 7. 8. Trying to get as many as I can, as many as I have of this color. 9. Okay. There's 9 of the same color. We'll go to white now. 10. I have all. Oh, is this the same color? Yes. 11. Wow, I did not know I had 11 of that color. It's easy to impress me. 12. Okay. There's 12 pillowcases. How do I deal with insomnia? Honestly, dude. Luckily, you know what? Luckily, like the type of sleep problems that I have, I don't know if you could consider them insomnia because once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Like it's not that I just like literally will not fall asleep. I mean, it's not that I literally like can't sleep. I don't think I have a sleep disorder. I think I have anxiety and I've been diagnosed with PTSD. A lot of the time the sleep problems I have are from not being able to like slow my thoughts down. And that sometimes can turn into like a flashback experience, especially surrounding me using when I couldn't sleep for real because I had like too many stimulants in my system. So, insomnia, like I don't know enough about it to say I have insomnia and here's how to deal with it. But I do know that anxiety can have like a very similar effect as insomnia. Look how cute. Come on. Oh my gosh. It's nap time. They're all so cute. It's see, this why it's hard to make the beds. That's why when they were not here, I was like, let me just make the bed as much as I can. So I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you my experience and then take it as you will, and hopefully it can be useful if someone out there is struggling with something similar. So not being able to slow my thoughts down, that turning into potential flashbacks or anxiety, and that turning into a panic attack, which then makes me feel confused because there's like brain fog, but also really unable to relax, obviously. Like, just like, bzz, like, and then I start having paranoid delusions that I'm never going to be able to sleep, that something is really wrong with me, and it just all goes downhill, you know? So, managing that, huh, I've been working with a therapist for the past like 4, 5 years, and that helped a lot because it was kind of like I was accountable to working on it. Like I'm like accountable to the reality of it with somebody else. Constantly talking about it every week also was like eye-opening of like I'm really struggling with this. So understanding in the first place that this is a like constant in my life was eye-opening. And she was like, she really encouraged me and helped me to be like, this is something that you can't totally control. Like, what can you control about it though was like my routine leading up to bed. Like I said, exercising. If I can do something during the day that will eliminate an amount of energy, just make any part of falling asleep easier, trying to do that is a big part of it. So whether it's making sure you're hydrated, getting social time, mentally, like playing a game on my phone, like doing something that is like stimulating my brain, like trying to have a well-rounded day. And then that way my needs are all met before bed, like not waiting to do stuff right before bed. And then at night having like a wind down routine. Like I take a bath every day and I like put a bath bomb in there and I know that that's going to be there. Or I eat at a reasonable time so that my stomach is not like hurting. You know what I mean? Like I just like avoid all these triggers by just having this routine. Like, and then giving myself enough time in case I don't fall asleep. So like if I know, like, I usually don't fall asleep till like 10 or 10:30 when I'm like going to bed early, but I might lay down around 8:30 and like do a logic puzzle or read. I try to avoid like scrolling on my phone or doing anything super stimulating that would like make me think a lot or give me like a lot of feelings. So I'll do something monotonous like play Sudoku or a game or again like a logic puzzle or watch a cartoon that I know is comforting, like just something relaxing. And then even that wasn't totally working though. Like I was still really struggling with anxiety. And eventually I got prescribed um hydroxyzine and Zoloft. So Zoloft kind of is helping me manage the actual like anxiety. Like it cuts panic attacks like in half, I would say, or more. And then the hydroxyzine is like a mild, non-addictive, um, soothing medication. So between all of that stuff, between therapy, a solid routine, being clean and sober, exercising, and medication, I would say I have it down to a manageable level now, but it's not fully gone. Like, I still get very frustrated almost every night that I'm not asleep yet. Like, I'm not one of those people that just like lay down, go to bed. Like, I'm just, it's much, ooh, this is a cooling pillow and it actually feels very cool. Yeah. So that's my TED talk. I just start going and going. It's nice getting to talk. This is my first time like really staying online and chatting. So like this. The bed is such a process. I'm trying to figure out some of the pillowcases are very easy to put on, so I'm like trying to put the biggest, fluffiest pillows in those. So many different things. Oh, and I should also mention I've been praying too. Praying before bed, super nice. When I was a kid, I went to wasn't raised religiously, but one summer I went to a Bible camp. And it was just like a day camp. And they taught us like this like acronym for prayer. ACTS, ACTS, like the book of the Bible, now looking back. And I've been using it since I was a kid. Great way to pray. And what it is like when you first go into prayer or close your eyes or bow your head, whatever you're going to do. For me, it was always just right before bed, I just start praying to kind of calm down and give my brain like something to focus on and whatever, like give it all to God. Um, and I feel like it was such a life-changing tip. So, if you ever want to try it, the acronym to remember is ACTS, ACTS. A is for adoration. So, when I would close my eyes, I would just think like, God, show me you, like, or let me connect to God. What do I adore about God? Like, what am I feeling when I connect to this infinite, creative, beautiful intelligence? And then I might say those words. I'm feeling like you're so infinite. God, I feel like you're so creative. You're intelligent. Like it's beyond me, and just sometimes it was verbal, like I'm like thinking words, and other times I would just kind of bask in the visuals I was experiencing and just enjoying pondering God. And so that would be my A, my adoration of God. What do I adore about God? C is for confession. And during that time, I would say the things that I know I want to work on about myself and that I'm aware of. And like, for example, I might, like, currently, I might be like, I have an addiction to nicotine and I don't want to hide that from myself, or God, and I want help with that ultimately because I don't feel like I'm capable because I'm not quitting. Like I'm like, man, like I'm just being so rebellious against this desire to quit and like take on this healthy task of quitting nicotine. And so I might just like put that confession out there like, hey, like I'm doing this and I don't feel like it's right, but I don't. And sometimes I might be like, I can just, it could be another type of confession. Like I'm mm, watching TikToks of like muscular guys all the time and whatever, you know what I mean? And that's distracting me and I don't feel like it's like serving me. And I can easily just not watch TikToks of guys working out. Like it might just be easy, but it's like cool to open up to God. For me, I'm like, it keeps this like honesty and this vulnerability to know that like, God accepts me and God is looking out for me and just staying self-aware. All these things, right? So like C would be confession. And some of those confessions I might need help with, and some of those I might just, you know, bring up and solve. And then T is for thankfulness. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You talk about what you're grateful for, and just kind of think about, these are all blessings, and so then thankfulness. S, supplication, which is like asking God for things or qualities or whatever, this is on my heart. I'm having you, and those might even go along with some of the other things, like what I'm grateful for might be health. Like I'm so grateful I'm healthy and I can walk and I can see and all these things. But I want help. You might ask, I want help quitting vaping to honor my health. Or it might go with another piece of the prayer. You might ask for something, and then you might also consider, like I think about when I'm praying, um, now I try to think of what I want. And sometimes it just is a material thing. Like sometimes it is just like I want financial security. I want a home. Like I want this, like God, can you give me this? But underneath that maybe a feeling that I'm like looking for. So if I'm saying, God, I want a home. I've been praying for a home. I've been praying for a home before I bought this place for a long time. And so what I really needed was I need the door to be opened to understand where I need to look for this home. I need the financial understanding of what I need to do, how much I need, and then I need the opportunity to make those, like take that action or whatever, make those choices. Like, so there might be more to what you ask for. And I just am talking about this because I believe this might be one of the most useful things that I have to offer is this form of prayer because it stuck with me for so long. And I feel like it's so cool that I was a little kid and that it resonated with me so much when I was in like fifth grade. And mind you, did not know anything about God other than like what I didn't know much, okay? I didn't know nothing about the Bible or Jesus or anything. Um, and I went on to study so many other religions and practice all these other forms of belief, and even through being like agnostic and all these things, I loved that form of prayer and I always kind of stuck with it. So it's like, it's funny because I love that that stuck with me all that time, no matter what season or phase or arena of belief I was in. Here's my bed bridge. I love that form of prayer. So just try it out. A, adoration. C, confession. T, thankfulness. S, supplication, asking for what you want. Um, Feel free not to answer, but without being too specific, when you mention PTSD, is it childhood or relationship or what? Mostly from drug use. Some of it's like some of it is thematic, like abandonment or nighttime anxiety. I grew up like with a lot of addiction around me. I went between two parents' homes. Around like bedtime, the like old fears of childhood where it's like I might not be able to get a hold of my parent, or like my parent might be too drunk to answer me, or like whatever. Like it's like there is some elements of PTSD around childhood that have to do with nighttime, but a lot of it is mostly, I think, from using stimulants. Because I was super addicted and used and abused um stimulants for years. So, and that, you know what, and that was rooted in the fear that I had developed as a child of nighttime. I didn't want to sleep alone. I didn't know how to sleep alone. I was always sneaking into, onto the floor of my parents' room, whatever. Like, I did not want to sleep alone. I wanted to be able to watch my parents at all times. Like, there was codependency and addiction and all these things in childhood that made me not like bedtime and avoid it at all costs. And I think when I started partying and I was like, oh, people just stay up all night and party, I was like, this is great. I don't have to go to bed. I don't have to face that. Mind you, I was like 16, with these thoughts when I moved out. So, so anyway, then I start using stimulants. And if you don't know this, staying up and not being able to fall asleep because you're like so high or whatever, that can start getting to you. Some people, I guess it doesn't, but for me, oh, I hated it. I would be alone in my shower having breakdowns, like just so sleep deprived and out of it, and oh, just thinking about every horrible thing I'd done and no sense of comfort. So those memories come up a lot where I'm just thinking about those times. Like when I can't fall asleep now, like I'll give you an example. A couple years ago, I I purposely was just staying up late. Like I didn't mind staying up late. For a long time I didn't understand the importance of giving myself time to fall asleep. And I'm just spraying room freshener. And I anyway, I would just stay up. Like I would just continue on with the same friends, with the same things. And I was sober, but I was like, I didn't understand I wasn't like an adult enough. I was just like, yeah, I can stay up, whatever. So I didn't even recognize that this was such an intense anxiety that I had in a lot of ways. I just thought like as long as I don't do the drugs, I'll just fall asleep, right? Like and um anyway, I was staying up till like 4 a.m. watching shows with my friends every night. It was fun. Then one night I couldn't fall asleep afterwards, and it was like 7 and the birds are chirping, and I was like, I had a crazy panic attack. I was like, "Oh my god." And I'm sober for years at this point, like 2 or 3 years. And I was like, it reminded me so much of those times. And I was like, what if I don't fall asleep for another like 2 days? Because that had happened. Like, I had not slept before in my life. And I remembered how scary that was to not be able to sleep. So that made me like remember those things. And I had like that post traumatic stress of not being able to sleep and all the bad things that came with that mentally and physically. So that's kind of the PTSD. And I also feel like if you have anxiety, you can have a panic attack so bad. It's terrifying to think that you could get to that state, and it gives you more ammunition behind that post traumatic stress where you're like, anxiety attacks can literally traumatize you, which is like, it sounds so irrational because it's like, so you're anxious about getting anxious. And it's like, yeah, when your anxiety gets that bad to where you're panicking and not like, part of it is like this feeling of insanity. Like I would used to like have been times where all I can remember is my name because I'm so afraid. Like the brain fog gets bad. I'm like, that's such a terrifying feeling. You feel like you're losing your mind. And so you're like so out of control. And it's like, how do you even recover from something like that? It feels impossible in the moment. So anyway, just some fun stuff there. So now PTSD, it's like I never thought also, I was really shocked to get a diagnosis, but I had my psychiatrist and 2 therapists both diagnosed me with it. And I was I didn't really believe it, which is funny to say because I was like I've never been to war. Like like I kind of thought that that was reserved for more intense traumatic things. You guys, where did I just set that perfume? Oh, over there. So then when they diagnosed me with that, I was like, interesting. Like I thought I had all these things. I'd already like self-diagnosed with so many things. And they're like, no, you have panic disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, and PTSD. And I was like, oh. So yeah. And then I feel like once your brain knows certain like channels, like once you have an experience of anxiety around something, it's almost like your brain will recognize that pattern in other things. So, like, things might remind you of those feelings, and then it becomes like a part of the problem, which sucks. Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to the post-traumatic stress. I mean, if you if you really like don't, then I love that for you. Like, I know some people who are like, I've never had anxiety, and I'm like, amazing. Never take it for granted. Oh, good, my laundry's done. Okay. Well, actually, that still has 7 minutes, so I'll just wait on that. I have another comforter. I think it fits, so let's put this comforter down. So, how do you try and not go overboard with the things that give you comfort in life, such as cleaning or God? I don't. Like, I listen. This might sound funny, but I feel like I go overboard with everything. Like when in my work, I like buckled in really hard. Um, in my addictions, I buckled in really hard. Like I was like, I'm like the ideal member of a cult, okay? Like if I like something, I want to know everything about it. I want to spend a lot of time learning about it. I want to be it. Like I want the full experience of anything that I do. So, cleaning and God, I'm probably also going to go overboard with. Like hello, look at how I am. However, I know what it's like to go overboard with other things, and if I've kind of seen that that's kind of who I am, I try not to totally reject who I am. Like, I'm like, those qualities can be great when applied to the right things, and I might be an overboard person, and I can do what I can do to manage that so that I'm not being irritating or invasive of others, or invasive of, having a well-rounded life. Like, I don't wanna clean so much that I'm so afraid of germs or something, but unless it's not illicitly causing me a problem, and it is better than what I have gone overboard with in the past, whether it's last week or the week before that, I don't mind. Like, studying the Bible, for example. Okay, I might be a little bit overly zealous about my beliefs, and that might irritate some people, but for me, all I can really say is like that is much better than always focused on what gives me anxiety and feeling like I don't have a way out. Like, or feeling like no one cares, or feeling like there is nobody out there. Like, I'd rather just be like, okay, not everyone likes me. Not everyone likes me anyway, though. So I've had habits and things I've gone overboard with, like drug addiction, where it's like that consumed so much of my life. If what's consuming me now is like keeping a clean home, hanging out with my dogs, and being excited about God or whatever, then I'm like, if it's not causing me or other people harm, then that's okay. Like, and I try to just practice self acceptance with that. When you meet people that don't have anxiety or bad childhoods, you feel jealous, like you didn't need a sad backstory. I can understand that, but for me, like, I can relate. There are times where I'm like almost irritated that someone doesn't understand what's going on with me. But then I'm like, I'm just being kind of selfish and I want it to be all about me. And oh no, I just wiped this comforter on the back of my fan. Uh, that's okay. Whatever. Um, but listen, have you ever met somebody who made you feel really understood? Like, when I meet people who understand elements of my life that I don't feel like people always understand, I feel like more trusting towards them. Like, even you saying you had a bad childhood, I feel like you understand me on a level that maybe not everyone will understand me on. And it's important to recognize their strength in being that to other people, right? Like, if you don't have any mutual lessons learned in life with people, how can you really be of service? Who wants to listen to that? Like, for example, we were talking about God. If I sat here and was like, my life's always been great. I've always had money. I've always whatever had a home. I've never lived in my car. I've never done these things that are like really a part of the underbelly of society. And then I was like, and you should pray the way I do. Or here's how I pray. You'd be like, I don't think your program's going to work for me because you don't even seem to relate to me, right? Like, you wouldn't want to do something that's good or bad that somebody does if you don't really relate to them. Like, you're not going to take my advice on anxiety if you don't have anxiety. um just like if you have anxiety and I don't and I give you advice on anxiety, you're going to be like, what are you talking about? That's nice. So you maybe, it's important to acknowledge that you might be that to other people. Like, you are in good company because of the things you've experienced. Not saying it's meant to be or you had to experience them, but there is a silver lining there, right? Like, you can connect to people and be of service to others because you understand them and you have certain understandings that other people might not have in their life. Where did you grow up, Soko? Switch this laundry over. How long have I been on here? I've been on here an hour and I've only made my bed. But did you see how long that took? I wasn't playing around any of that time. I had to do all that stuff. I was literally not playing around. Right. More clean laundry. Just gonna toss this over here. Switch this over. I'm gonna plug my phone in too while I'm doing this in a second. Okay. I love laundry though. Like just folding it and just it kind of is like an opportunity to just tune everything else out. So you're like, I'm being productive and this is what I'm doing. Put this on the bedding mode. We have more white things to wash, so same protocol as before. I also like to do all of the heavy stuff, like the bulky stuff first. If I'm doing bedding or whatever, I'm like, I'm gonna wash the comforters or the big blankets or whatever first. Just so the pile is not in the way and looks much more manageable and is easier to sort. Okay. And I'm not gonna sort and put it away until I get my floors cleaned in my room because that just tends to be much easier and better. New York, the Bronx. Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely definitely a tougher growing up experience, right? That's true, but I can have empathy towards others that have various mental setbacks despite me not experiencing them. We all have some issues we have to deal with. Also, very wise. Dakota, something I really need to hear today made me appreciate my past troubles. I agree. When you have a certain level of struggle, um, you can still relate to people, right? And feel empathy. But, but if you've only experienced a certain type of suffering, you might not have empathy towards other types. Like, for example, I know people who have experienced real loss, right? And but this is an example. My grandpa died in a house fire. And because of that, I'm super like cautious, right? About most things. I have a lot of fire extinguishers. My carbon monoxide alarms are like, that's important to my family, is like fire safety. Now, I know people who've experienced tragic loss, and they might not fully grasp or care about my personal loss that I experienced. Like making jokes about house fires or just like throwing in, oh, if you were in a fire, like, you know what I mean? And it's not that big of a deal. I'm not like, oh, you don't get me. But I think there's something to be said about like someone might experience a certain, that was pretty specific what I put out there, but I'm also thinking like someone could experience struggles with their finances growing up and then have parents that stay together. Then someone could never experience financial trouble but understand what it's like for there to be a lot of betrayal and fighting and abuse or whatever. So it's like it's good to have this like wide variety of people in a way because it's like chances are someone knows about your specific struggle. I don't know. You know what I'm saying though? It's like maybe some of the empathy you have is more niche because I don't always understand certain parts of grief because my brain just doesn't want to go that deep into it. I'm like, I don't want to think about that. I've already experienced enough things and I might not have the proper like words of wisdom or advice or love that somebody else would have if they had like gone through something similar. Also, I'm not trying to debate. Sorry if I'm like coming off as like rude. Because I'm not at all. Because I think you have a valid point. Because there are times when I'm like, I don't think the suffering's really that necessary now, is it? If there's no struggle, there's no progress. Let's take a moment though to ask for progress without struggle, okay? God, can you just grant us all in this chat progress without struggle? I've okay. This pillow is my dog's like comfort blanket pillow, but it's ripped open. The dogs like tear the stuffing out of it. It's disgusting. I need to order another one for him, honestly. I need to pick up my room. So while I'm picking up my room, let me set you guys up right here so that I can charge. You know what though? Nobody is home right now. Everyone's getting their nails done. And I should probably take the opportunity to go downstairs and get stuff done. So actually, that's what we'll do. But I need a phone charger. Okay, let me get a phone charger. Mhm. This ought to do the trick. I'm kind of hungry, you guys. Okay, we'll go downstairs. I wonder if this has any charge on it. I have a portable charger. That is not charged. Okay. I hope we're going to the gym tonight. I think we are. Bum, 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 bum. Here comes the train of Dobermans. Oh yeah, that puppy literally peed in here. Neato. Okay, let's plug this in. Okay, dishwasher time. There we go. I'm hungry. I bet the dogs are too. So much less hot upstairs. What? Yeah, my mom is good. She's so brave. I mean, it takes a lot of bravery to do cardio and stuff after you've had a heart event. I mean, I know it's scary for her to get her heart rate going and okay. We'll start that after dinner since it's not full. Let's clean the sink. The flies are so crazy because I left the back door open. But whatever. clean this with a Lysol wipe. Oh yeah, my car cleaner slash gardener slash just all around house helper brought that. He actually brought it for my grandma, but my grandma never took it. Exercise episode. Maybe tonight, if we go to the gym, I'll do it. I just made a workout plan. I need to clean the stove. Oh, do we clean the stove? Probably should. Let's turn this kitchen light on. Use the big guns today. Tangerine cleaning paste. Here we go with my nails. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Thirsty. I do garden. I'm kind of new to it though. Okay. I want to be able to see you guys, and I want you to see the stove too. I think that's good. Down a tiny bit. I'm gonna take this one. Dude, this cleaning an oven, the whatever stove, tell you about it, dude. But it's one of those things that if I feel like since I'm doing all this cleaning, if I don't do this step, it kind of just needs to happen. Like you don't do this step. I don't do this step unless I'm doing a full cleaning. Like when I'm spot cleaning, the stove is not getting done. So I'm like, hey, listen, if I'm like an hour and 16 minutes deep into this clean, I'm doing a whole cleaning. Okay. Kind of got it distributed. I'm gonna get this wet. Anyway, soft scrub does such a good job cleaning, but it does suck because then you have to like rinse it off and like get it all off, and it's not like just a surface cleaner that you can just spray and kind of leave it there. But it does work wonders on like greasy or like soap scum or stuff like that. And it like polishes stuff too. Like you put this on your counters, woo! It's gonna be sparkling. Out of paper towels. Have to get paper towels. Because I don't feel like using a cloth to clean all that up. Because it's gonna take like 5 cloths, okay? So I got you into buying Windex foam. Yeah, I love Windex foam. Windex foam. Okay, let's wipe this thing off. I have to plug you guys in. Very sorry. But we'll wipe this off real quick. Restock the towels. Okay. wiping it off with just a damp paper towel and getting as much off as I can before I come in with another fresh paper towel. Because this soft scrub stuff, it like, it sticks. And it's kind of leaves like this residue on the cloth, which is why I don't like just using, like, I like having something disposable for this. Because it will just keep smearing all around. So it's kind of like you get the smear layer off, and then you can come in and get your final pass. Piper? I think my mom's dog might be. It sounds like him. This paste smells really good. It's tangerine. I wonder if that was my mom's dog I heard. Just wondering now where he could be. I really want to get this stuff off before it like hardens. Okay. Pretty good. Just dry it. She's clean. this paste away. I want to figure out how to clean these cast iron things. I think they're cast iron. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to soak them in oil and bake them. My favorite book is any of the books from the ACOTAR series, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I know, Piper's so sweet. Okay, yeah, let's go make sure that wasn't Piper's chirping. Throw away all these paper towels. Piper? 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 Is it opening up every door? Piper? I don't think he's down here. He might be in my mom's room. Okay, let's clean this counter off. I need to plug this back in. So messy. Toasters. I'm gonna wipe it down with a Lysol wipe to get all the grime off. Oops. That was satisfying. Tell me that's not satisfying. Gosh, there's so much stuff in there. Ugh. That's crazy. Since we're at it. Oh yeah, baby. Dude, all that stuff comes right off. Welcome back to my toaster restoration channel. It's God tier. Okay. Nice. Like that. Wow. Wait, front needs it too. Oh, genius. That's how you know you're kind of like getting older, is that this kind of stuff? You're like, got that done. Yep, been meaning to do that. Okay. Take a stainless steel wipe, baby. Polish this bad boy. Yes. Yes, queen. Wow. She looks brand new. Wait, let me not plug it in while my hand's inside of it. Okay. Worst alive ever. If I did that. Okay. Let me go ahead and also hit this thing. The same steel light while I'm at it. Yes. Yes. Love it. And I'm gonna clean the dishwasher with it too. Well, actually, maybe I should do the fridge first while it's more moist. Everyone doesn't like the first one. But I feel like the first one almost has like a Hogwarts feeling to it. Like, I'm liking that. It's like, as soon as the leaves turn brown, I want to watch, or I want to read the first book. But I will say, I've read the series. Hopefully that didn't end my live. Did it? Okay. And my mom called and like, I'm on live, hurry. Anyhow, read the very first thing. I mean, read the series once, okay? But I listened to the audiobook version of it. And I've probably listened to the whole entire series like 20 times. I listened to it and it ends and I restart it. Also, when I was on the phone, did it pause or what happened? Did anything happen? Could you see me still or hear me still? I want to get the next camera. I mean, the next iPhone for its camera. It's amazing. The front camera. What I need is I need someone to come help me pull this fridge out and clean behind it. Ow. I would love to write a book about my life. I would, because I've gotten to live a lot of different lives. Like, I've lived in a trailer park. I went to kind of a rough elementary school, and then I went to a nice, like, farm area school in high school. I dropped out. I lived in a car. I lived in Hollywood. I've lived in Studio City. I've been in active addiction and in recovery. I've been an SW. I've filmed things. I've now I'm investing. Had dogs. I dated like the pro skater. I was in the pro skater community for a while. It's funny to say. I've been like, I followed like the Kundalini path for a long time and worked at a yoga studio and did tons and tons of yoga. Like, I feel like I've done a lot of different things. I've also done a lot of psychedelics and yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten to see and do a lot of different things in terms of like life paths. So I just feel like it would be fun to share about all that because I don't know. I like to think about it. I like remembering it. It just skipped. Okay. Hitting all the stainless steel right now. Since I have the stainless steel wipes out. Sorry, I'm kind of out of frame, but I'm almost done. I'm just cleaning the stainless steel on the oven. Mine as well. I can literally put myself in the frame though. No problem. There it is. My scrubber. No, Hooper, no. Okay. I need to clean my stove. Like, I mean, sorry, my oven inside. And behind it, I really, really want to pull my appliances out and clean behind them. Okay. So that's all done. Let's get this dishwasher quick wipe down too. And some cabinets. Sometimes you just gotta wipe the cabinets down. This is one of those things that I try not to wait until it's super bad to clean. Like, as I go, as I'm doing things, I just wipe the cabinets and spot clean them or all around the handles, stuff like that, because cabinets get so gross and go unnoticed. And you can spot clean them all the time. And you'll never get these little like dirty smudge marks and stains and stuff like that. Just stay on top of it. I like to just take one Lysol wipe, one wet cloth, whatever, and quickly glance at my cabinets because, like, right here by the coffee machine, there's always coffee grounds, and that will create a stain that I really don't want to clean up later. Or in this case, there's literal coffee grounds in little crevices. So let's get those really quick. And when I clean, a rule of thumb, if you can, I don't always do this perfectly, is go top to bottom. So you'd want to wipe your counters down and then clean the floor, like something like that. You want to work your way down so that you're not wiping crumbs ultimately onto the floor or dripping. Like when I did the stove, I'm going to start with the stove and then clean the oven. So I'm kind of getting all my surfaces done before I get to the end of my cleaning, which will be the floors. And another thing I'd like to do is deep clean this little fridge. But I don't think we'll do that right this second. I'm actually kind of taking this inventory right now as I'm cleaning of things that I'd like to deep clean. But it's like if I can get the basics done, then I can take a day and come back and do all the little things once these things are done, Okay, like clean the inside of the fridge and clean the inside of the little fridge. Okay, all of our little paper towel stuffs we've been using. Need to wipe down this counter. I'm gonna put this back, this back. And I know this needs to go upstairs. Most of that needs to go upstairs. I always like to start a little area with all the stuff that is going to go upstairs. So I know all these things are going to be an upstairs thing. This table has not really been used, so I don't really have to wipe this table down. So this will be a nice spot to place things for now. Okay, like this. Need that for a project, so it's gonna stay down here. I need to fill this up. My medication. But not right this minute. But I do not want to put this somewhere else. Just make sure my medication stays in one place. Get the row stuff away that needs to be thrown away. Put this towel here. Oh, there's only like a couple Lysol wipes left, so maybe I'll just use these up on the counter. I was gonna use my granite polish. No, I'll wait. Use the rest of these. No time will come. What is that? I always get like this urge to use up stuff. Like, why does it feel so good to use something up? Like, to get to the end of it, I'm like, I knew I needed that. Okay. Granite cleaner and polish. Yes. Oh, look at this new salad bowl I got. So cute. Set that there. This is gonna have to get washed. You know, I need to clean out. See, this is what I'm talking about. When I'm cleaning, I will look at other things and be like, that would be too much of a process to do right this minute. And like, there are things I need to get done right now. And I need to get my little pen and paper and take some notes on some things that I want to clean. So maybe I will come and do that. Because I know I want to clean the fridges, the oven. I just saw something I want to clean. See, that's why I need a pen and paper. Oh, my little vacuum, like the robot vacuum I have. I want to get that emptied and ready to go so that it knows, because I've let it track the whole bottom floor, but I need to input where the rugs are so that it can mop too. And somehow that thing is just always getting off the charger. Like, I'm like, bro, stay on the charger. Okay. Granite equals polished. Beautiful. And it was dirty, mind you. Okay. Now, while we're down here, I might go ahead and take all the stuff out of the fridge. That's dirt. That's no longer necessary. Everyone's home. No, not
No.
Hey, I'm on YouTube Live.
You can't see our messages?
No. Oh. Oh.
You said, I don't know why I feel like I need to use something all the way up, and I said me with men. Oh, yeah. Hi.
Oh yeah, say hi.
No.
Hi, I'll have your medicine for tomorrow in just a little bit. I have to read.
Can I tell you what my mom wanted to talk to you about?
Sure.
You want to listen, Mom?
No.
Okay. It's so funny. Something that something you already talked about. Just take the dog. Think you want. It's my mom. I'm not telling her to beat the dog. I mean, just push it back. Okay. My mom wants to go over to Jacques,
Oh yeah.
but she thinks that since you don't like Jacques, you don't want her going over there.
I've told you.
And she thinks that she only likes to go for one day, and she said she's scared of you.
I'm scared.
She's scared that if she goes over there, that you're going to kick her out of the house.
Oh my god. I don't know.
Bonnie and I told her that you want her to go over there and enjoy her life. Just because you don't like him does not mean.
What I don't like though is that I told you, Grandma, that I don't care. I don't know why you would say
She didn't believe it.
Well, why would I?
Because it's because you take care of me. And
Well, I would tell you.
if I didn't have you, I don't know what in the world.
And she says that she's afraid you might not take that good care of her if she goes over to Jacques' house.
Oh, well, I would not tell you something and not mean it. If I say you can go over there all week long, you have to believe me. You can't just
Okay.
assume
I
that.
told her that you said that you don't care how much she goes over there, just because you don't like something he does, as long as it's not abusive to her, that doesn't mean that,
Yeah, and when I tell you something, I would want you to
No, she said that you've never talked to her about that.
I have. I said I don't mind if you go over there at all.
See, she said she doesn't care if you go up there for a week.
I wouldn't care if you wanted to go over there, yeah, for a whole week.
Well,
and I've told you that.
I'm never gonna go that.
But I don't want you to keep blaming me and saying that it's because I don't want you to, because I have never ever said that.
Well, she thinks that you think that because you don't like him.
Well, I've said
because when he got that thing in my parents, you know what I mean about that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That you said something about him.
Oh, I was surprised you weren't upset with him,
But then we both realized that might not have even been his fault.
But seriously, Grandma, I don't care.
Okay.
And I don't like it when you don't do something and say that you're scared of me, because it makes me feel like I've done something to you to make you afraid of me, but I'm not.
But I don't think that. But I don't think that. I just didn't want to cause trouble.
Well,
I just didn't want.
When I say something I don't care, I mean it. I wouldn't tell you it's okay and then mean it and not mean it.
Well, I think her neck is all red.
Oh, no. Is it red? Oh, probably I itched it with cleaner on my hands.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Before I ever had a tattoo on my neck, and when I was your age, anytime I touched my neck, it turned so red, and people used to always be asking me what happened to my neck. Because if I even went like this, my neck would turn so red. Mm-hmm. Is there still people in your life?
Yeah.
They're like, is this Summer's life?
This is why I was so excited for Noah to be here to get my live.
You guys,
Okay.
follow me on
But I love you so
follow
much.
me on
I-
It's just
YouTube at Summer Lynn Boss, SUMMERLYNBOSS. I know Drew has seen you. Hi, Drew.
Let me go. No,
Drew's saying hi.
I'm not. I wouldn't
Drew.
ever tell you to do something.
Look at
or
mine and
think-
Tanya's toes. It's so much toes.
I would say I don't want you to go there if I don't. Yeah, I'll always tell you exactly how I can.
Well, that's just me. the way So now I know the truth.
Yes,
From okay,
you can do anything.
Hey, guys, we're going out.
I'm not gonna kick you out.
I put, okay, that's what I heard in here.
I told her you would have to do something to.
But I'm a big baby and.
I told her that she would have to do something mean to her dog for you to kick her out.
I would not kick you out. You could be totally crazy and not able to wipe your butt and you could still live with me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
You could do it.
Oh, by the way, can you look at my mom's nails?
Wow, those are beautiful.
The
She
lady,
got a design.
the lady that made it, she kept saying, I like it. I like it. She liked it.
That's good.
And Tanya and I got the same color on our feet.
Fancy.
Okay, well, when you're ready to go to the gym, let me know.
Okay, I will be in just a little bit.
Now you can tell everybody in your staff
Okay.
what you have.
And I'm gonna change my clothes and tonight I'll do my let me think of it.
Hi, guys.
Here you go. This is for tomorrow, okay?
Thank you so
Of
much.
course.
Now I know that you love me and you look.
I'm never ever gonna kick you out, no
I know
matter
that you actually like it because you can be loud and your dogs could bark and stuff and it won't bother me.
no matter who your boyfriend is, you're not gonna get kicked out.
Well, he's not.
I asked her if she thinks that you like my boyfriend.
Even if he was your husband, I wouldn't kick you out.
He's just a friend, but he's just a friend, but he's real nice to me and
Yeah, we don't care as long as he's not beating you up, then it's fine.
yeah.
So get ready to get picked up.
So I have all your stuff packed for you when he comes.
Thank you so much.
If you ever want to go there for a few days too, just tell me and I'll give you your medicine for the days.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
But I only go one day, I think.
Okay.
Thank you. That would be so wonderful.
Yes, of course.
You give me that, so I know that would. Okay, I love you.
Love you too. I want to put these in here, but I'm gonna wait. Okay. I want to get the floors done. I want to get all the surface stuff done, like the floors. Everything else is pretty much clean down here. Like I've been dusting and doing stuff. So that way tomorrow I could deep clean the refrigerator. Both refrigerators. I can do my deep cleaning tomorrow. Yeah, you guys. She's hilarious. She forgets that I tell her things, and then I think people have not been so nice to her in the past, and so now when I'm like, her boyfriend has gotten in fights with me, and so obviously I don't like talking to him. But oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Perfect.
Love you so much.
Love you. I need to put these. Of course. I know.
It's crazy. I gotta get this pocket over.
Yeah, I know. I know you're in a sweater.
I feel so much better now.
You can always talk to me.
Okay, I promise.
You don't ever have to be afraid. I'm never gonna be mean or kick.
Thank you, and that's wonderful. Thank you. You make me so happy.
Good. Okay, maybe I should just vacuum right now. So anyways, like, yeah. Like, I don't want to talk to him, but I told him, like, I want you to be happy. And if you want to go to his house, you can totally go to his house. And then she comes home and she forgot I told her all that. She's like, thinks I'm gonna kick her out because I don't like him. Anyhow. Okay, slowly just getting everything dialed in. It's 3. I'm gonna spray the couch with a fabric sprayer. Or should I vacuum first? The hard part is since I'm working on the loft and the laundry room, there's a lot of like stuff that's waiting to be used that I don't want to keep stacking it up upstairs. So I can't fully get the place perfectly clean. But it's like if I can just get all these things done, like not have crumbs and stuff everywhere and like everything else is done, then I'll do the projects. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to like do something major if everything else is on a day-to-day basis. I want everything to be clean. So I'm just picking stuff up. Yeah, I am spilling the tea. Dude, I got crazy one day out there. Like followed him to his car, knock on his window crazy, okay. And I need to order new pillows. We're gonna make a list. Okay, let's vacuum. Some things I don't clean. Like sliding glass door. The dog prints are nonstop, so I kind of wait. Like every like I honestly will I hired a window cleaner to come and they just came and the dog prints are already back. But I feel like it's like a blessing. If you have dog prints on your window, that's good. Let's get to it.
Hi, I'm sorry to bother you. No. Look at what's in my phone, and that's not right. Do you have any idea? Did I get what, no?
Like that?
Yeah, I do it, but then when I try to do something, it goes back again.
You're gonna try and close it off?
Yeah, there. Okay, yep, you always get it everything right. Okay, that means I can keep that one and keep this one too.
Yeah, you just scroll down there.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
I can actually wear this to the gym. Yeah, I can. It's a gym outfit. Look.
You can tell. Wow.
Right down in the back. Everything. you have to go potty. If you have to go pot. Are you blocking me?
No.
Those pants look like they're brand new.
They are. They're pajama pants.
I seen my day one Drew in there.
I know. Did you leave Piper here?
Yeah,
Where is he?
in my room.
I was wondering. At one point I heard him bark and I was like, or when I heard him go, and I was like, Piper? And I'm like, let's go look for him. But then he stopped barking. I was like, I must have just heard him. Well, I looked for him. I thought maybe he got locked somewhere down here.
That's crazy.
What?
That you never knew where he was when you was gone for that 2 hours.
I hear him quite. Yeah. Just once. I literally did it one time and I was like, was that Piper?
Well, Mom, now you can go see dogs because your nails are done.
Yeah, I know, but I can tell the show me in now. She here? Come on. Over there?
What?
Where are you?
Over here.
John said that you have to put put a card on my phone because it's not.
Just turn it off and we'll turn it on when it works.
Whoa, where are you?
I'm over here in the kitchen.
Oh, what? He said that you have to take care of my phone.
We need to go. Yeah.
He said he can't do it. He said he had to. So what?
We need to go fix your phone. We need to go to Verizon one day and get it put on my plan.
He said it had to be done before, by it says 12. I don't know what this means.
June 12th, probably.
Yeah, but before that, it
Yeah.
has to be done.
We'll go and get your phone on my plan.
Do you want this little piece of? Can you
No, we'll just go together.
where it says right here?
We'll go in the next few days.
You'll remember on here.
We'll go. Well, you and I will go in the next few days,
Thank you.
and we'll put your phone on my plan.
That's wonderful. Thank
Okay,
you.
of course.
If we fix it, we'll fix it right now.
Yeah. Well, in the next
Okay.
few days, we'll go together.
Okay, thank you. Love you. I always love you.
I love you.
I'll get this off.
I love this new reality show. She gave him a real jump scare like the Obsession movie. What? The dog prince will never end. So true. Stephanie is trying again. What does that mean? You seem sweet, but there's something about your face that triggers me to anger unexpectedly. I'm so sorry. That's hilarious. Angering unexpectedly over my face.
Okay, we got a mop.
We gotta mop. But sometimes I like to mop everything all together. So let's go upstairs and get my room vacuumed, and then we can mop. It's like the floor doesn't super need to mop. Papa.
They don't care.
Hi, dear.
All the dogs were in my room for a second. You should have seen Vetiver was laying on her back in my arms. How's your life going? Do you like it when you're on live and the whole house comes in?
Yeah,
starts in-
someone said that they love my new reality show.
Introvert, but willing to discuss dogs.
You like it when your grandma comes in your life talking about when somebody was in her pants.
Remember that thing that he gave me in my pants? It's actually good for your life.
I know, yeah. People were like, "I liked your new reality show," and then someone just told me that I seem sweet, but there's something about my face that triggers them to anger unexpectedly.
Triggers them to anger.
Maybe they know me. You show them this.
We can go to the gym in a little bit if you guys are down. Been on here, what, 2 hours? Right? 2 hours and 20 minutes of cleaning. Okay. I want to clean my shower. Like, really. Let's see. Let's clean it real quick. Okay. I gave the dogs a shower earlier. Luckily, I deep cleaned the shower pretty much. When did I deep clean it? Like last week, so I don't need to like deep clean it, but I want to clean the windows at least. But while I'm in there, we can test out this new foamer. Get you guys a little bit closer. And we'll just spray it all down. Okay, let's do the foam first. So it can sit. I'm not gonna scrub these walls today though. Just can't. Simply can't. Okay. Well, that's soaking. We'll do the outside mirrors. Or whatever they're called, glass. The other day, I cleaned all my shutters of the blinds. That is something I need to add to like my bi-weekly schedule. Because I do not need it building up again. Okay. Chill. And let's just go ahead and spray the bathtub. Let that sit for a second. I'm gonna rinse off this first. gonna use this for the bathtub because it's too wet there. Looks way better. Sparkling. Okay. Yes. Now I'm going to rinse it. Just so that later when I get in the bath, it's not full of chemicals for the most part. Okay. This area is really not super dirty because I cleaned it a lot. It's not everyday level. So Mars, I'm just gonna use whatever's on this towel. Okay. Same thing with over here. Not gonna get super crazy. Just trying to declutter it really. Oh, I cleaned my AirPod Maxes. I needed to do it so bad, and finally I did it today, and it was very easy. I don't know why I thought that was gonna be super hard. Okay. Just getting all this crap out. Oh, my closet's open, which means the dogs are going in. Kind of thinking I just mopped literally 2 days ago. So I might not even mop. I might just let it be. Well, I don't know. Regardless, Let's go switch the laundry over again.
Look at my TV.
My mom is watching live in here.
Wow.
Shout your channel out.
Oh, my channel is Summer Lynn Boss, SummerLynBoss, and you can probably see this exact view on my channel many times.
I've been on live for an hour, 160 minutes. So 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, think about let me tell you how many subscribers you have.
I was at 11,900.
How-
11.9K. Did I lose 100?
No, you still have the same, but I mean, I know you got more, but it just, you have to go on YouTube Studio to see exactly. Because I'm sure you didn't have exactly 11.9.
No. What happened? To go flip the breaker.
Mine says 12.5 today.
How did that happen? I don't know. Okay, folks. Okay, well, I have to go flip the breaker to switch my laundry over. I'm not gonna mop, but I will be back on live. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. I'll see you later. Bye.